This is the channel for lectures on the biology syllabus according to the NCERT or the CBSE, and I am Rutuja Vaikar. Today we will start the new lesson of your 6th unit from the reproduction, and the third chapter is the human reproduction. Okay, previously we already studied about the first two lessons, that is reproduction in organism and the sexual reproduction in the flowering plants. Correct? So in this lesson we will study about the human reproduction. Okay, how there is humans can be reproduced. So you know that the human reproduction is necessary for the continuity of life, as you studied earlier chapter. Okay, so if we talk that human reproduction is necessary for the continuity of life, then that time you should know what structures are involved in the human reproduction, which components play which important role in the human reproduction. For all these, there is this chapter, human reproduction, and this is the part first video. In the part first video we will study about your male reproductive part. Correct? So let's start now. First of all, if we want to study the human reproduction, then there are some basic concepts which is related to the humans. Okay, you know that now the humans are sexually reproducing organism, and that is the viviparous one, because whatever the development of a gametes are there or the fertilization occurs inside the body, the complete growth of the baby is inside the body, okay, up to 9 months, that is all okay. But instead of that, or the besides to that, there are some other basic concepts related to human reproduction. Okay, first is the humans are unisexual. What is the meaning of unisexual now? Unisexual means either male or the female reproductive organ is present in one type of human. Okay, either it is male or it is female. So first is the humans are unisexual, that means only one sex organ is present in one type of human, either it is male or the female. And second one is that they are or they show the dimorphism. What is the dimorphism now? Dimorphism means they look different, like male look different, female look different, because of the hormonal changes, because of some different hormones secreted in both different type of gametes. Like a male shows or secrete the different type of hormones, female secrete the different type of hormones. Okay, or we can say during the puberty or during the secondary sex development. Okay, that time physical different is there, physically male and the female, they are the different. Correct? So that is the most important. That's first, humans are the unisexual. Some animals and some plants are there, in that they shows some animals are like both sex organs are present in one type of animal. Okay, but that is not in the case of humans. So next part about the phases of the human reproduction. Okay, here you can see there are several phases are there in the human reproduction. The first phase is the gametogenesis. What is the gametogenesis now? Gametogenesis means same as you studied in your second lesson, that is the sexual reproduction in the flowering plants. Okay, what is the gametogenesis now? The reproductive events in humans includes the formation of gametes. Okay, formation of male gamete, formation of female gamete, that is called the gametogenesis. That means sperms will produce in the males and the ovum in the female. Correct. The second phase in the human reproduction is the insemination. What is the insemination now? Insemination means the transfer of a sperms into the female genital tract. Okay. After the insemination, there is a fertilization process. Now you all know that what is the fertilization. Okay, in the fertilization, what happened? There is a fusion of a male and the female gametes are there, and that leading to the formation of a zygote after the fertilization. Okay, after the fertilization, there is a most important phase of the implantation. What is the implantation now? Implantation means the development of a blastocysts and its attachment to the uterine wall. That process is known as the implantation. Okay, after the implantation, there is a gestation. That means embryonic development during the 9 months of the baby. Okay, that is called the gestation. And then there is a parturition. That means the delivery of the baby. That all reproductive phase are included in the human reproduction. That you have learned that these reproductive events occurs after the puberty. That means you know that there are some phases for the sexual reproduction, that baby first will come in the juvenile phase, then there is a reproductive phase, and then the sensing phase. Correct. So this human reproduction occurs in the reproductive phase but after the puberty. Okay, that is most important. And also I want to tell you that this chapter includes 3 to 4 questions. Very easy questions are there, but this chapter is important according to your exam also and for your survival also. Okay, second, now these are the phases. Next to that, what is there? There are the remarkable differences between the reproductive events in the male and the female. For example, the sperm formation continues even in the old man, but the formation of a ovum in the woman around the age of 50 years. Okay, it is very true sentence and very important sentence, because what happened? Sperm formation in the male, that is throughout the life, but in the females after the juvenile phase, that when that female will enter in the reproductive phase, then there are some years for the reproductive phase of the formation of ovum or the formation of eggs are there. Okay, that is around the age of only 50 years. After the 50 years, female is not able to reproduce naturally. Okay, so that is very important. So let's examine the male and the female reproductive system in the humans. Okay, now we will study how there is a human reproduction is there in the male and the reproductive, and we will study first the male reproductive system. Okay, how there is a male reproductive system is there. So in the male reproductive system, what happened here? In the humans, the male reproductive system is located in the pelvis region. Okay, the many time question is asked that where male reproductive system is located in the humans. So the answer is the pelvis region. Okay, and it consists of, or the male reproductive system consists of a pair of testes, accessory ducts, male accessory glands, and the external genitalia. Okay, so first is the testis. A testis is also called as the primary sex organ in the male gamete. Okay, so this testes, where it is situated now? These are situated outside the abdominal cavity that is present in the pouch that is called the scrotum. Okay, what is the function of a scrotum in the testis now? The scrotum helps for the maintaining the low temperature of the testes, that is 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius, which is normal than the internal body temperature. Okay, internal body temperature जो होता है वो ज़्यादा होता है. Okay, but for the formation of a sperms, there is a need of a lower temperature than the internal body temperature. So for the spermatogenesis, there is a low temperature is very important. That's why the testes are situated outside the abdominal cavity in the pouch, and that is called the scrotum. Okay, in the adults, now, if we talk about the adults, each testis is an oval shape with a length about 4 to 5 centimeter and width is about 2 to 3 centimeter, and the testis is covered by a dense covering. Okay, dense covering is there in the testis, and each testis has about 250 compartments. Okay, कितने compartments होते हैं? Total 250 compartments are there. That is called the testicular lobules. Okay, and each lobule contain 1 to 3 highly coiled seminiferous tubules in which the sperms are produced. Okay, of course the sperms are very important one. So each lobule consists of how many coil? It is 1 to 3 highly coiled seminiferous tubules, and each in which the sperms are produced. After to the lobule, the seminiferous tubule on its inside lined by the two types of the cell. The first one is the which one? The male germ cells, and second is the serotyl cells. Okay, so these male germ cells are important for the spermatogonia. Okay, and after that the spermatogonia undergoes the meiotic cell division to produce the sperms. Okay, after, of course, there is a necessity of the cell division for the formation of the sperms. For that, the spermatogonia, that means the male germ cells, that undergoes the meiotic cell division to produce the sperms. The serotyl cells provide the nutrition to the germ cells. Okay, what is the function of the serotyl cells? If we are saying that in the each seminiferous tubules is lined, it's out inside by the two types of cells. Male germ cells, what will produce? They will produce the sperms, but the serotyl cells that gives the nutrient to the male germ cells. Okay, the region outside the seminiferous tubule that contain the small blood vessels. Okay, in terrestrial cells, or it is called the Leydig cells. Okay, that Leydig cells synthesize and secrete the testicular or the male sex hormones called the androgen. Okay, hormones which is synthesize and secrete in the testicular hormones, that is called the androgen, and other immunologically competent cells are also present. Okay, immunologically competent cells कैसे होते? That is made up of the fibroblast cells. Okay, so then second is the accessory ducts are there. Accessory ducts means these are the secondary sex organ, and the male accessory ducts that consist of the testes, vasa efferentia, epidermis, and the vas deferens. Okay, the seminiferous tubules open into the vasa efferentia through the rete testis. You can see here in the picture. Okay, first diagram that view the male pelvis showing the reproductive system. Okay, here the seminal vesicles are there, urinary bladder is there, vasa deferens, then prostate gland is there. This is the penis, then urethra, which is both are in one part. Okay, foreskin is there, testes are there, scrotum is there. Okay, anus is there, rectum. So this is the diagrammatic sectional view of the male pelvis. So what happened in the accessory ducts? The epidermis leads to vas deferens that ascends into the abdominal or the pelvic cavity, and it loops over the urinary bladder and receive a duct from the seminal vesicle to form the ejectory duct. Here it is. Okay, to form the ejectory duct, and these ducts store the transport of the sperms from the testes to the outside through the urethra. And the urethra originates from the urinary bladder actually and extends through the penis to its external opening called the urethral meatus. Okay, that is about the accessory ducts. Now if we talk about the male accessory glands, which glands are there? That include a pair of seminal vesicles, a prostate, and a pair of bulbourethral glands. Okay, how many glands are there? First is the pair of seminal vesicles, then a prostate gland, and a pair of a bulbourethral gland. The secretion of these glands are collectively called the seminal plasma. Okay, here this is that diagram shows the different glands here. Okay, you can see here the prostate gland, then bulbourethral gland, seminal vesicles. Correct? So the seminal plasma is rich in the fructose, calcium, and the certain enzymes. Okay, and the secretion of a bulbourethral glands secrete the mucus to lubricate the penis during the coitus. Okay, and the last part of the male reproductive organ is the external genitalia, which is the penis. Penis is the external genitalia in human males, and it is made up of the special erythral tissue that help in the erection of the penis to help in the insemination. The distal part of the penis is enlarged and is called the gland penis, which is covered by the loose fold of the skin that is called the foreskin. Okay, so that is about the first primary sex organ, that is the testes, then secondary sex organ, the accessory ducts, then the male accessory glands, and the external genitalia. Okay, this is the male reproductive system in the humans. Okay, students, so this is the part first. In the part first, we already studied about the male reproductive system. Okay, in the part second, we will study about the female reproductive system. Thank you so much.